Zidane, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with my fellow host,
I'm Jack.
and today we are going to be discussing the new anime season, which is really, really exciting, actually. There's a lot of really cool series, as well as one in particular that both of us are extremely excited about, which we will discuss because it's very fun. We're both extremely excited that this is finally getting an anime adaptation. But yes, we are going to be talking about all of the different series. There are a lot. And there's also like a whole bunch of just different series that um, I've known about for a little while, and they're finally getting adaptations. Um, and some of them are just ridiculously funny, such as the first anime, which is already out, started apparently last. Started last Sunday. So I guess so. Apparently, there's 2 episodes out already. That of Rooster Fighter, which what the frick?
Rooster Fighter, really?
Yes, Rooster Fighter. Um, which it's just a funny name and a funny. It's literally about a rooster fighting other roosters, and yeah, and
Well,
like
okay then. I guess that's pretty much in the title.
yeah, pretty much. It's exactly what it says, and that's pretty much as far as it goes. I haven't even started it yet because I don't really know too much about it, and also I didn't realize that it was already out. But yeah, um, there's it's chaos. um,
Yep.
I one thing that I will briefly bring up as to what it was originally is that this is the cover of the manga is so well known. If you've seen the meme of Jujutsu Kaisen chicken or whatever, fried chicken, whatever the fuck it is, they
Yeah.
use that image in those pictures instead of like anything from Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah. So if you've seen that meme, that chicken is not from Jujutsu Kaisen. It is from Rooster Fighter. So
If I
yeah.
laugh too hard, I'm gonna cough to death. So I'm trying to just like amusement, laughter, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's fair. Obviously, there are a lot of anime that are getting another season, so on and so forth. Reborn as a Vending Machine is getting its third season. Um,
What is there to say about Reborn as a vending machine? What is there to say? How many seasons can there be?
it's insane. It's
It's a
actually.
vending machine. It doesn't do much. It vends.
Oh, you haven't read this or watched this at all. It's so dumb.
God. Maybe that's what you should get me for my birthday. Is you should just get me the first manga of that.
Maybe I will. It's
Add
real.
that shit to my collection, cause this is messed up, but I was reborn as a girl in another world or whatever is like right up there with fucked up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many freaking. There are so many isekai that are just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But yeah, so uh, for a quick little rundown of what that is like obviously starts off as a vending machine in like a fantasy world, and everyone's like, "What's this?" And he like saves he saves the entire town because he's able to dispense food and drinks and other things by getting coins and stuff, and um some of the and it is very much like a lot of isekai where well characters want to sleep with him. Oh
Wow.
yes, he is a vending
They want
machine.
to fuck a vending machine.
That is accurate. Yep, pretty much. Um,
Wow.
so it's weird. I don't. That's one of the reasons why I don't think I would get it for you because it's just a weird series, but it's also like extremely funny.
So, are you attracted to men or women? Nah, vending machines.
Pretty much.
What?
This series is insane. But yeah. So that's getting its third season. It I think it has enough chapters or volumes of whatever to like go for like several more seasons.
Oh
But
my god.
yeah, it's weird. Um,
No
Doctor
kidding.
Doctor Stone is getting, I think, its last season. I think. I think that's where we're at because they're building the rocket ship finally. So I think that's I think we are officially in the home stretch. So yeah. So Doctor Stone will be done soon. So if you haven't watched Doctor Stone, I mean, now's a good time to watch it because you can get caught up on the entire series and know everything that's about to happen. So another like one of the biggest series currently coming to an end. So that's a little bit sad. There are so many series coming to an end. It's kind of sad. But we are getting a new series, including that of Snowball Earth. I don't really know that much about the series. It's pretty standard shonen junk. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I am kind of I do want to see it because it looks fun. I've read a little bit. I've briefly glanced through the manga, um, but that's about it. So yeah, Slime Reincarnation is going into its fourth season. Uh, which yeah, everyone. If you know Slime Reincarnation, you know what's going on there. It's insane. Um, Ascendance of a Bookworm is starting adopted as adopted daughter of an aristocrat, which holy crap! It took so long between the last season and this season. I don't even know how long it was, but it's finally getting into that, and I'm really excited. I've loved Descendants of a Bookworm since I first started watching it, and yeah, me and my family are probably going to be watching the crap out of that because it's a fun series. It's a really fun series. Um, Hopefully it'll be dubbed really quickly. Uh, but yeah, so that's coming out. Daemons of the Shadow Realm is coming out as its first season, which is it's kind of in the same vein as like Clavitus, uh, Demon Slayer, and things like that. So yeah, but the big thing that which is why people are really excited about this, is that it is made by. Let me make sure that I'm saying his name right or their name right. I don't remember. Where is Hiromu Arakawa, the basically the guy who made Full Metal Alchemist. So, yeah. The Full Metal Alchemist guy made Daemons of the Shadow Realm. So a lot of people are like, "Ooh, what is this going to be like?" Because this is obviously if you Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood specifically remained the number one anime on my anime list for years. And the fact that it is getting another series is just like, oh, okay, what are we getting into? It's kind of like how when Fire Force first came out, everyone was like, "Ooh, what is the creator of Soul Eater going to be doing with this?" And then it turns out
Fair.
that it's the same universe as Soul Eater, so even more chaos.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, so that's happening. Um, uh, I don't know how many seasons it's gonna get, but it looks fun. I'm really excited to see how that's gonna turn out. Uh, lots of other things like more seasons, new series. I don't really know a lot of a lot of other ones because I haven't gotten into them really, whether the manga or the anime. But the next big thing, the thing that we're extremely excited for, is that of Witch Hat Atelier.
I'm so stoked.
Agreed. And
I say this as someone who does not usually watch a ton of anime. Like, I'm a Dragon Ball boy. I have watched Dragon Ball 1,000 times. I've watched Soul Eater 1,000 times. You know, I have my favorites.
yeah,
Um, but at the end of the day, I'm so excited for Witch Hat because I've read it, most of it,
Yep.
and I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, what volume
Keyfrey
are
and
you on?
Orugio are like some of the best characters.
Yeah. What volume are you on?
I haven't read actually that many. I haven't read most of it per se. I think I have 1 through 8.
Okay. Yeah, we're currently on volume 14. I'm a little bit behind on it, truthfully, but yeah. But also, can we just talk about how gorgeous this anime looks?
Oh,
It
it looks so gorgeous.
it looks so gorgeous. And the thing is, like, when it comes to Witch Hat, the manga is gorgeous. It is one of the most beautiful uh it's one of the most beautiful manga that you will ever read. And it's very much an art just smorgasbord because it is truly amazing. And like the thing about it is like the author has worked for a lot of people and has done a lot of really cool stuff. In fact, it would probably be easier to say what she hasn't worked on than to say things that she has. Because she has worked on a lot of things over the years. She's worked for DC, she's worked for Marvel, she's made like her own manga series, like multiple of them. She worked on Visions, by the way, Star Wars Visions. Um and it's oh my gosh, there's so much. And like she made like this pretty fun shorter series called what was its name? Analia and Duelia, I think is what it was called. About an angel and a demon falling in love, and they're both and be it's very uh good omens, but but the characters are girls instead of guys. So yeah, um, and then like obviously Witch Hat is just oh my gosh, um, it's I don't want to talk about it because of the like I don't want to spoil things about this series because it's so good, and I really want people to read it and watch it because it's gonna be really awesome. And like the thing is that Keyfrey, I I have wanted to cosplay him, and same thing goes for Urugio. I've wanted to cosplay both of them, and they're like the few characters that I've actually wanted to cosplay. So, yeah. When I say gorgeous and amazing and a truly heartwarming story, we truly mean it. It is very fun. And also, Eve is involved with the opening theme. So, if you don't know who they are, they've done a lot of really cool songs. But they're kind of involved. They're involved with it, which is awesome. Um, there's so much with this; it's insane, and the fact that in this series anyone can do magic if they have the materials to do so is insanity. And it's basically like yeah, um there's all sorts of it's really interesting because there are a lot of things that you see throughout the series, like they discuss kind of like the stigmatization against tattoos, especially in Japan, a bit, because one of the rules about magic in this world is that you are not allowed to um, put actual spells on people's skin because that it's manipulation and there's a lot of things with it. Um, but also like and you can't there's like rules against healing with magic and all sorts of different things like that. And it's kind of a weird situation because a lot of the discussion in the series is about like are the villains of this series actually evil, or are they just like going about things in the wrong way? um because there's all sorts of or have they just been like these guys the villains are often evil, but there's also characters from that group that specifically joined this evil group because they wanted to help people. And I don't know how much they're actually going to delve into this in the anime, because they're most likely just going to be dealing with introducing us to the cast, introducing like, I don't expect us to get too far in the series. We do see that they do deal with the dragon, which that's still really freaking early in the series. Almost everything that they're seeing, we get to see in the manga, that we see in the anime's trailer, is pretty early stuff, like within the first 3 volumes. So, and you don't really get to see much about the brimmed hats until like much later. So, yeah, um, and like uh, really delving into all of these details. I really, I'm really glad that it looks this good, and I really hope that a lot of people are gonna watch Witch Hat Atelier, because it's so, the manga is so good, and I'm hoping that it will draw more people to it. Like, they specifically say in the trailer how many copies were sold. They said it somewhere in there. Where was it? 7.5 million. That is insane. 7.5 million copies have been sold of this series. I don't think there's much else that is as much liked as this series. So, yeah. And it is critically acclaimed. As we can see, uh it has the Will Eisner Comic Industry Award. It has the Harvey Awards. Uh there's so many people who've Korea, they've it has an award from Korea, it has an award from Japan, it has 2 awards from France, it has an award from Spain, and like, holy shit. That is insanity. And especially especially considering the fact that it's from Kodansha, that's it's truly insane. Honestly, one of the best series ever. Um, so yeah, watch Witch Hat Atelier, because it's so much fun, and we are gonna be
I definitely agree. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing to watch it again. To go through the series again, it's gonna be just amazing. Um, so anyway, so that's Witch Hat. Probably one of the series that we're most excited about. Probably the series that we're most excited about, because I don't think that you're really too intrigued about. Like, you're intrigued by some of these, I'm sure,
Yeah.
mostly to read the manga. But in terms of anime, that's probably the one that you're most excited about. Um,
Hmm.
uh, so there's a lot of other things coming out. Let's see what's the next thing. I mean, there are going to be people who are excited about ReZero coming back, but like, we are not. Sorry. Um, Warrior Princess and the Barbarian King, also known as Barbarian's Bride. I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's a interesting series. Looks like it's more um uh the from what I've read of the manga, it's pretty dark. But it looks like they're going to be trying to actually have like it be a really good love story, um, and showing that the manga. So the main character is the bride, and she kind of has misconceptions about him from early on. But even reading through the manga, you very quickly realize that, oh, no, he's actually a decent person. Um, so yeah, because from what I gather from it, it's basically a peace treaty marriage. But he's actually like a because they've been at war for years, and then um but he's actually like a decent human being. At least from what I've read. I haven't read much of it, so I'm not certain how good or bad it is. So, something to be aware of. With Story of Wand and Sword is coming out for season 2, which that was a very fun season to watch the first season. And yeah, that's the vast majority of the things. There are some other series that are coming out, but I don't really know too much about them. But one thing that is also really exciting is the very last part of My Hero Academia, the special My Hero Academia More. That is coming out on the 2nd of May, and we will be fully saying goodbye to My Hero Academia probably forever. Vigilantes still has at least one more season left, so we will be seeing that before too long. But once Vigilantes comes to a close in probably about a year, we will be saying goodbye to My Hero Academia probably forever. So, while My Hero Academia
That's wild.
it really is. It's really really sad. It's I think we talked about we recently talked about freaking why is my Skandar. We talked about Skandar and saying how it's sad that we're kind of saying goodbye to that in terms of the book. But there is a movie. They are working on a movie, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, movies can often end up being not great, so we'll see what happens with that. And I've already said goodbye to I've said my goodbyes to My Hero Academia and Vigilantes, because I've read all of the manga, and it is very very sad to see it go, but at the same time, it's time for a transition. It's gonna be there are new series that are gonna be taking its place. We've talked a little bit about this already. I think this past season, there were a few things that were really exciting that were coming that came out. I'm trying to remember what it was. Frick. Why am I blanking? I'm blanking on like all of the different series. We talked a little bit about Hell's Paradise and how that's kind of taking the place of like some of the other big series. And a lot of the thing is, like, so many series are coming to an end, and while there are things that are kind of taking their place, like, Sentenced to be a Hero, that's an interesting series as well. So those a lot of the current stuff, the stuff that is that people are really excited about, is kind of dark, all things considered. I don't really know of too much that is really going to be comparable to like My Hero Academia in terms of like mass appeal to, especially for kids, because let's be honest, while My Hero Academia isn't like for the youngest kids, it is a kid series, and while Witch Hat Atelier is probably going to be that for quite a while, it's not with that specifically is one, it is more aimed at a girl audience as well as the LGBT community, so it may not necessarily be the boy audience might not necessarily be too interested in it, which they should be because it's amazing, but it's going to be kind of interesting. We'll see about like Snowball Earth and whether or not that does well. Same thing goes for Daemons of the Shadow Realm, because that looks exciting. I think a lot of people are really excited about that. But in terms of what we can expect moving forward, I don't really know of too much that in terms of like Shonen Jump specifically. I think that that's like the one that I really want to be focusing on. Um, because Shonen Jump has often been like considered the best series, or the main place where all where people go to for truly amazing series, and like I could see the possibility of like Ichi the Witch becoming the new My Hero Academia, um, but also it just got its first volume out here in America, so people need to like if people want to read my want Ichi the Witch to actually become the next My Hero Academia, people need to read it, especially here in America. Um, because while it is fantastic, it is a truly fantastic series. It could also not necessarily be that. Some people may not necessarily be too excited about it. I don't know. But also, a lot. Yeah. I mean, we are getting a few really fun series, not only in the summer and in the fall as well. Um, I briefly want to look at these. Let's see here. So what was the thing? What was the really good thing that was coming? I don't think that there's too much when it comes to the summer season. I think that one's pretty minor, all things considered, for what anime are coming out. Like some things are like finally getting second seasons and stuff like that, but like something new to really draw in people. Um, I'm not really certain. Um, I think honestly the more likely thing that's going to draw people in is like the fall season, because we're getting Tank Chair. Um,
Tank chair?
yeah, didn't I tell you about this?
No.
So it's about a guy in a wheelchair. Um, so
Who becomes a tank?
pretty much. Well, more of like he was a fighter beforehand. Let me see if I can grab the manga. I think I have it somewhere. I don't know where it is, but yeah, Tank Chair. It's interesting. Basically, he did. Yeah, he's in a wheelchair and he becomes an assassin, and he's just like a really bulky guy, um, and just it's insanity. I do think that that's gonna be like one of those series that will probably do pretty freaking well. Um, but it's kind of also on the same level. Well, I wouldn't say the same level as Zom 100, but it is from the same group. It's more adult than like other things, um, but like it's not. I like it's not like nudity and stuff like Zom 100 has, but yeah, that's coming out. Um, Sword Reincarnation is getting another season in the fall. Who else? That's I think that's most of it. Actually, there's not much. I mean, granted, there are a lot of series that we just don't know when they're coming out. We know that they are getting series, um, but we don't really know what is going to become the new thing. Um, like there's a lot of really fun series that are coming, but also this might be a good thing because there's a lot of just random series, and the series that really pulled in massive amounts of people into the anime community are all coming to a close. And I think that one thing that they might do is start looking at that as like, okay, so these are all coming to an end. Maybe I should start looking around for other things and finding some really freaking fun stuff. Um, like, sure, Dandadan is getting another season in next year, and like, sure, Dandadan and Shangri-La Frontier and other things like it are pretty popular. They are in the same vein as like My Hero Academia and stuff like that. Mashal is amazing, but I think that's also coming to a close relatively soon. I don't remember how many volumes there are of the manga, so yeah. Um, Sakamoto Days is obviously doing well. Gachiakuta. Um, so both of those will probably get is those two will probably go pretty fast, because they are extremely popular. Um, so we'll probably get those in relatively quickly. Um, but it's a weird it's a weird time, I should say, for anime and manga, because with so many of the big series coming to a close, and like it's kind of like when the big three ended, which I guess technically they haven't. Because let's see, Naruto. I think Boruto is still going. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um,
I believe it is.
One Piece is coming to its close, in terms of the manga. Um, the
What's that, to quote Lizzo? It's about damn time.
pretty much, and I think Bleach. I think actually Bleach did end actually a while ago.
Which
So
is crazy because that's been going for like 30 years.
or did it? I don't know actually. I don't know when if Bleach ended or not, because that's the anime they haven't really done too much with, as far as I'm aware. They haven't done too much with Bleach, but or maybe I'm just not remembering things. Um, but yeah, so I don't know exactly what's going on with that. There are a lot of really good series that have been confirmed, but we don't know the dates of them yet. Let me see here. So, like, ba, 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 ba. I'm trying to remember which things are really exciting. Black Clover is getting its second season. My mother-in-law and sister-in-laws who don't bully me. Which is
Don't bully me.
yes, it's basically she thinks she's gonna end up in a Cinderella story, but in actuality, they're actually like extremely supportive and extremely friendly.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
What's
actually
the story?
huh?
What's the story?
I don't actually know that much about it. I have it, but I basically I think I have it. I might not have it. But that's coming out sometime this year. Um, I think it's like pretty much just. I think it is based. It's very similar to Cinderella's story, but instead of them being like really evil and wicked, they're actually like extremely supportive. Um, and like help her out and stuff. Like that's what I'm understanding of it so far. I think what is the manga actually called, because it's not actually that. They changed some names is the thing. My stepmother and stepsisters aren't wicked. That's the name of the manga. Um, but yeah, I'm. That looks fun. I'm really excited about that. Um, what else was there? There was I, why am I blanking on these things? I talked about Shangri-La Frontier, Don Da Don, Frieren. Those are all coming out in 2027. One Punch Man is coming out in 2027. Which I think One Punch Man is actually like very much not liked right now. So, good luck to those of you who actually care about that. I know that I know you're mad. Have fun with it. Mashal season 3 is continuing. So that's good. That's gonna be in 2027. Making sure. Rory Dragon. That's just cute. It's a cute little story about a girl who's a dragon, who's a high school student. So yeah, it's just a cute little Uh, yeah, I forget the name. I think they call it moe, where it's basically just cute girls doing cute things, but she's a dragon. So, um, slime reincarnation is obviously continuing. That will probably continue forever. I don't even think it's the. I think it's the light novel is nearing its completion, but I don't know for sure. Or it might have already completed. I don't think the manga is anywhere close to it though. Because like last time I actually looked at it, they said that it was about halfway through the story for the manga. So yeah. Weakest Tamer is getting a second season at some point. We don't know when, but at some point. Sakamoto Days is getting a second season at some point. Gachiga Kuta is getting a second season at some point. Sakamoto Days and Gachiga Kuta, I do think that those two are probably going to get their anime adaptations relatively quickly because they were extremely popular. Even though, like, Gachiga Kuta, holy shit, that the series is dark. I don't know how much you know about that.
Pretty much nothing.
Okay. I would recommend that you watch it or read it. Watching it might be the better option because it's, yeah. There are some really dark things about that series, though. And like I said, I would watch it when you're in a mood that would not make you, like, extremely sad. Because the series has, like, some really sad moments. So, something to be aware of for that. So that's that. Oshinoko is continuing, which everyone and their mothers just was insanely intrigued by that when it first happened. So yeah. Sentenced to be a Hero is getting another season. Skull Dragon's Precious Daughter is getting a series. Oh, is that? No, that's not what I think it is. That's just a different thing. Right. Where is this? Yeah, that's a different thing. Okay. That I thought that was a thing that was really exciting, but no, it's not something that I would know. I don't know. Some of these series that are coming are actually like really exciting, and I just don't really know that much about them. And I'm sure that a lot more people are really excited about certain things. But it's just a matter of time and waiting for things. One of the most annoying things about certain anime is like not knowing when we're getting another season. Like Delicious in Dungeon, we know it's getting another season. We have no fucking idea when though. Like what? Like Delicious in Dungeon was so well received, despite the fact that it was a Netflix anime. And I don't think they expected it to do as well as it did. So they might get it out sooner, but it's probably gonna take a bit, unfortunately. Oh, Kindergarten Wars is getting an anime adaptation at some point. So that's fun. And yeah. Other than that, I really don't know much about much of these other things. But yeah, we shall see. I've kind of fallen off on keeping track of a lot of things. But I'm hoping that as series are coming to as these series are coming to a close, we will be seeing more from the from new series that will be truly amazing, especially as like so many series just came to are either are coming to a close or have come to a close, like My Hero Academia just ended. It's getting its last extra special this in about a month, a little bit more than a month is what it's getting its special. And then there's a few other things. Demon Slayer is going to be going for a little bit longer. Apparently, they're doing movies until 2029. So there's that. But they're doing it as movies rather than as an anime. So it's going to take a little bit longer. So, yeah. And then I think Jujutsu Kaisen is approaching its end. It's still a little ways off, but I think it's from what I've heard, it's approaching its end. I think Chainsaw Man is still going for a while. I think that Doctor Stone is ending this season, and then there were other things as well that are coming to a close, that either have come to a close or will be coming to a close soon. But I'm kind of forgetting what they were. There were some really good ones that are just sadly done, or are approaching their end. Oh, Fire Force is coming to its end. Frieren, I'm concerned about Frieren because of the fact that who knows how much longer that's gonna have. But we'll see. Frieren is so good though. Holy shit. I'm trying to remember what the other things were that finished though.
No. Sorry, I just wrote a word on Facebook that I'm never gonna be able to unread.
Oh joy. But anyways, I can't really think of much else that we really need to say about anime for now. But yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, you're not really too much into this. We need to get you into some anime. I don't know. Maybe after you watch Witch Hat, you'll be like, oh, maybe I should get into watching some of the series that I really like. Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, maybe you'll actually watch some series that I've actually suggested to you.
Probably not.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, at least read some of them because some of these things are absolutely insane. I guess Spy Family is still going for a while, so hopefully that'll be good. But I don't know. We'll see what happens in terms of like anime and manga and yeah, there's so much. Holy shit. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's nerd chat and are looking forward to the next one. Is the anything we want to say really quick about Witch Hat before we go?
Watch it, read it, enjoy it, give it some love.
Yes, exactly. We are so ready for Witch Hat. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And we are going to be watching it. Yeah, I think on release day we need to get into a discussion or into here and just watch it together because that's going to be so much fun. Which when is that? The 6th, Monday. So well, not this Monday, but next Monday. Could you imagine if we did nerd chats for the next while where we just discussed each episode of Witch Hat?
Yes.
Oh, we might do something else. We might call it something else besides nerd chat. But yeah. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed and are ready for the next one. I have been Electro Ninja, he's been Jack, and we will see you guys next time. But on!